Federal workers, it's my understanding that the law is that they would be paid. There is some other legal analysis that's floating around. I have yet had time to dig into and read that. But it has always been the case, that is tradition, and I think it is statutory law that federal employees be paid, and that's my position. I think they should be. They should not be subjected to harm and financial dire straits because Chuck Schumer wants to play political games. With regard to paying the troops, I want everybody to listen to me very carefully. Hakeem Jeffries and the House Democrats, as Leader Scalise said so well, are clamoring to get back here and have another vote because some of them want to get on record and say they're for paying the troops. We already had that vote. It's called the CR. Every Republican and at least one Democrat had the common sense to say, of course we want the government to stay in operation. Of course we want to pay our troops and our air traffic controllers and our Border Patrol agents, TSA, and everybody else. We did have that vote. The House, I keep saying the House did its job. We did that almost 3 weeks ago. And every Democrat in the House except one voted against it. They voted that they did not want the troops to be paid. They did not want TSA agents to be paid. They did not want air traffic controllers, Border Patrol agents, and all the rest. They live with that vote. They made that decision. The House is done. The ball is now in the Senate's court. It does us no good to be here dithering on show votes. We did it. We sent the product over. It is clean. It is 24 pages in length. It's the most bare minimum that's necessary to keep the lights on for the people. And Chuck Schumer and 43 of his colleagues, Democrats, continue to do the wrong thing.
What this OMB director, Russ Vought, thinks, these are working families. These are workers, working Americans that have families, that live paycheck to paycheck, that have to pay bills, have to put food on the table. And denying them a paycheck is simply cruel. It's cruel.
Let me start this morning with a simple truth. Every day this government stays shut down, real people are hurting. Hundreds of thousands of dedicated public servants, the people who inspect our food, protect our borders, provide health care for our military families, keep our communities safe, are doing their jobs without pay. Or they're sitting at home wondering how they're going to make ends meet. Many of them are veterans just like me. I served in the United States Army, and I spent a life in public service because I believe in this country. And right now, many families are paying the price for political gridlocks that they didn't cause. This isn't about one party or the other. It's about real people.
Hundreds of thousands of aviation workers, both federal sector and private sector, ask all day long, is it safe? We do that so the American public who travels with us can take safety and security for granted. Right now, TSA officers are coming to work, making good on their oath to the Constitution, to all of us, to keep us safe. Air traffic controllers are coming to work, making good on their oath to the country, just like they do every single day, understaffed and under-resourced by this government. They are coming to work under an increasingly unsafe scenario because in safety we know that the first rule is to remove all distractions in order to keep things safe. What could be more of a distraction than not getting a paycheck? Not knowing if you're going to be able to keep your family in your home. Not knowing if you're going to be able to buy that insulin that you need to keep your child alive. Not knowing that you're going to be able to make good on what the people who count on you and love you need you to do.
We're on day 8 of the Republican health care crisis. A crisis that has been visited upon the American people for months and is causing great devastation to working class America, rural America, suburban America, small town America, the heartland of America, urban America, and black and brown communities all throughout America. House Democrats are here at the Capitol on duty and ready to reopen the government and enact a spending agreement that actually meets the needs of the American people, while at the same time addresses the Republican health care crisis that is devastating the American people and is causing premiums, copays, and deductibles to go up for tens of millions of Americans because of the Republican refusal to extend the Affordable Care Act tax credits. Our position that has been articulated in a bill that was introduced by Senator Patty Murray and Congresswoman Rosa DeLauro is a permanent extension of the Affordable Care Act tax credits to match the permanent extension that Republicans on their own saw fit to do for the wealthy, the well-off, and the well-connected as part of the Republican continuing effort to subsidize the lifestyles of the rich and shameless. Now, at the end of the day, the caucus, in good faith, will evaluate anything presented from the Senate. But, in our view, as it relates to the Affordable Care Act tax credits and any other effort to address the Republican health care crisis, it has to be meaningful. It has to be meaningful in terms of making a difference in the lives of the American people.